our grid is bunching up, coming around turn 12, getting ready to line up for race 2 of Super Cup event race 1. The second points race of the weekend. The drivers are coming around turn 14, looking clean, looking bunched up. The green flag is ready to come out. They're hitting the straightaway. The flag is waving. Everybody going 3 wide through turn 1, looking super aggressive. Nobody trying to give up an inch, which in some cases is more than they would ever have to give up. Major smoke coming from Aleman's front tires heading into turn number 3. Looks like his turn signal was activated there. He is definitely shaking up under the pressure of having Vallejos and Sid Scher right behind him. If they can put up the pressure for the entirety of the race, they may actually have a chance here. Vallejo coming along the inside, but not quite having it. John Colbert coming along the inside of Sid Scher, ready to effect the pass here on the back straight, not having the power to get it done, lining up for a draft. Eric Lamar looking clean in 4th place coming along the back straight, defending from Doug Cloud. A little bit of smoke coming off the tires. He's heading into number 8 and through number 9. Aleman looking good through turn number 11 and into number 12. Defending from Vallejos, who's doing his best to catch up but not quite having it. Sid Scher falling significantly behind. John Colbert putting on the gas throttle, getting ready to catch up to him. Everybody looking pretty evenly spaced right now except for the front 2. Aleman doing his best to open it up as he's heading into turn number 14. Vallejos catching up a little bit. Drafting as he's coming into turn number 1, but not having the oomph to make a pass. Marino coming along the inside of Amran Hassan on number 1 there, and taking that position for 5th place overall. Lamar coming right up on the bumper of Colbert, getting ready to overtake for 4th overall. Coming along that inside of 3, looking clean. He's door to door, but does not quite have enough for that to Rio to get the job done yet. Marino looking really good, getting ready to come up on Doug Cloud. Vallejo drafting close off of Aleman as they're heading down the back straight. Sid Scher falling behind. Aleman looking clean and composed heading into the second hairpin. Marino catching up to Cloud very, very well, bringing that little Miata all the way from the back of the pack aggressively. Lamar pushing the RX-7 very, very well through turn number 12 there, continuing to put the pressure down on John Colbert. Eric Lamar holding a 1:38 lap time, currently leading in Spec RX-7. Trying to push for 4th overall. He's heading into turn number 3 with John Colbert. Eric Lamar driving out there like he has some sort of personal grudge to handle or something. He's going to need to step it up to make that pass. Kyle coming along the side, pushing on Isaac. Not quite having it. Isaac throttling down that back straight, giving up not an inch and showing no quarter. Lamar losing ground on that back straight versus John Colbert. Marino coming along on the back of Doug Cloud, really trying to come in there and effect that pass. Eric Lamar doing what he can to catch up with John Colbert here heading into turn 13. Looking clean through 14, but not having quite enough ground game to draft just yet. Steve Marino coming along the inside of Doug Cloud into turn number 1, effortlessly taking that before the corner. Outstanding pass on Chief Driving Instructor Steve Marino. Our newest racer, Connor Hemlick, doing what he can to hold off the final 2 positions there in the race, doing great for a just today driving school graduate. Alamon looking clean on the back straight, keeping a couple of car lengths between him and Kyle. Kyle keeping that pressure down as they're heading into turn number 8. Sid Shear falling behind more and more each lap. He's going to need to really step it up to get into this fight. Eric coming along Colbert on the back here, gaining ground at the turn number 8. He's going to need that momentum. Oh, here we go. Doug Cloud trying to defend from Steve Marino, coming along the inside of number 8, but losing it with a bad line on number 9. Trying to come along on number 10 on the inside. And he takes it back from Marino. No, Marino is edging back in there, not letting him have it. These two are duking it out valiantly for 6th and 7th right now. Eric Lamar and John Colbert with 136.4 and 136.6 respectively, just a couple of tenths behind. Kyle is continuing to put the pressure down on Isaac out here on the back straight, showing Norcor doing everything he can to make sure that Isaac isn't just going to effortlessly walk away on this race. Lamar right behind John Colbert coming through turn number 6 and into 7, trying to regain whatever ground he can there on the back straight. Marino opening up that distance between him and Cloud as they're heading into turn number 8. Marino's out there playing for keeps today, coming from the back of the pack, knifing his way all the way up to the front. And we have Alamon coming through turn number 14, opening up another couple of car lengths between him and Kyle Vallejos as they're coming across the line. And John Colbert and Eric Lamar coming across the line. Eric Lamar with a 137.04 to John Colbert's 136.7, not having that time that he's going to need to keep pushing that pressure down onto Colbert. Marino out there looking really clean, looking like he's catching up with Eric Lamar. Marino, being our chief driving instructor here at Suika Circuit, is always taking everybody to school on a constant basis. Vallejos catching up slightly to Alamon as he's coming into turn number 8, getting ready to effect in that hairpin. Isaac putting up significant tire smoke on his outside tire as he goes in. Marino chipping away at that gap every single lap. Starting to get really close to Eric as they're heading into turn number 9. Effortlessly spacing themselves out from Doug Cloud in the middle of the pack. Cloud running consistently right there in the middle. Not enough to get ahead, not enough to get behind. Connor Hemlick working his way up the pack, man. That score that he was taking from Steve Marino really paying off as he overtakes Amrin Hassan here, coming up another position on the overall ranking. Coming through turn 6, Kyle Vallejos really trying to catch that distance back up with Isaac. This section of the track usually being pretty advantageous to him. Isaac doing his best to walk away, but not really getting it. Steve Marino right on the back of Eric Lamar, pushing him, coming along the outside of turn number 7. He's accelerating well. Eric Lamar is definitely going to have to fight to keep his position on this lap from Steve Marino. A little bit of tire smoke coming off of Lamar's car to turn number 8. The distance between him and John Colbert opening up as they're coming through 9. Connor Hemlick closing the gap on Doug Cloud too. Outstanding work on behalf of Hemlick. Steve Marino really putting the pressure down on Eric as they're heading into turn number 14. Marino looking aggressive, coming along the inside. Not quite having the power to get the job done, but staying very close to the draft on the main straight, pushing it really, really hard as they're heading into turn number 1. Connor Hemlick catching up to Cloud over here, coming into turn number 1. Oh, and we have Kyle Vallejos overtaking Alamon for position 1 on the back straight. Alamon not liking that at all, doing what he can to catch up in the hairpin. This is the pressure we needed to make Alamon sweat, and Kyle is providing it here today. Connor Hemlick right on the bumper of Doug Cloud now, pushing for that overtake. Same going for Steve Marino on the back of Eric Lamar here. Lamar doing his best to defend, opening up a little bit, staying that consistent distance behind John Colbert. Isaac right on the bumper of Kyle Vallejos as they're heading through turn 14 and onto the main straight here. Very aggressive drafting there. He whips on the inside to turn 1 and take a very aggressive pass. And he takes it effortlessly. Outstanding maneuver on behalf of Isaac Alamon there. Marino coming right behind Eric Lamar as we're coming into turn number 14. Very, very close. Good drafting line. Coming along the inside of number 1. Does not quite have the momentum or the line to get the job done there. Vallejos right on the bumper of Alamon coming to turn number 6. Trying to move outside on 7 to effect a pass, but not having the power to get the job done. These are very evenly matched cars right now. Our P1 battle right now between the lap record holder for Spec-Miata and the 2025 champ. Both of these guys giving another one a really good shake here. Lamar keeping that consistent gap between him and John Colbert here. All of these drivers are now catching up significantly to Sid Shear, falling behind every single lap. Alamon has a nice several car length gap from where he was at just a lap ago, a position behind. Alamon opening up another couple of car lengths through his home corner, number 1 there. Marino right on Lamar's bumpers. They're heading through 13. Lining up nicely to try to pull something on 14. That inside line not quite working. He's going to have to get on a better drafting line to stay close to the back. Doug Cloud defending valiantly from newbie Connor Hemlick in the number 27 car. Armin Hassan second Spec-Mazda. AJ moving on the inside of turn number 1, trying to affect the pass on Max Blake over here. Not quite having it, able to get it done there in turn number 1. Coming along the inside of number 2. He's ahead by a nose right now. He's ahead by half a car length. He's ahead by a car length. Yes, beautiful pass by Andrew Callahan in turn number 2 there, holding it up through number 3. John Colbert continuing to walk away from Eric Lamar. Marino in close pursuit of Lamar. Colbert around Shear, overtaking for 3rd place. Shear slowing down significantly, almost indicative of maybe some sort of a mechanical problem. Lamar coming up close behind him. Connor Hemlick approaching the bumper of Doug Cloud here as they're heading into turn 11. This rookie doing an amazing job of putting the pressure down. Colbert running off from Sid Shear, now putting the distance even further between him and Eric Lamar. Marino still in hot pursuit. The distance opening up between Doug Cloud and Connor Hemlick. Hemlick is going to need to draft a lot more aggressively if he wants to be able to get that momentum he needs to overtake. Our 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th cars right there, neck and neck with each other. Alamond is walking away handily from Kyle Vallejos now. Significant bus lengths opening up. Oh, and we have Eric Lamar coming around Sid Shear, followed by Steve Marino. Sid Shear falling back into 6th place. Good move on account of Eric Lamar and Steve Marino there. We've seen Sid drop from 1st place right there out the gates of this race, all the way down to 6th place at this point. Lamar now sitting a couple of bus lengths behind John Colbert. Colbert finding his throttle pedal in the last couple of laps. Marino still putting down the pressure, but not having the oomph to get it done. Maybe he's going to have it here as they're coming into turn number 14. Marino coming along the inside, coming along close. Using a line that's not very conductive to drafting, Marino's going to have to draft a lot more effectively to get around Lamar. Marino inching up on turn number 3, coming up to Eric Lamar. The white flag is out. Hemlick coming along the outside of Doug Cloud on turn number 3 here. He's trying to push it through number 4, coming along right on the bumper. Steve Marino on the bumper, Eric Lamar down the back straight. Lamar's tires smoking on the inside of turn number 8. The checkered flag is out. Isaac Alamon taking it by bus lengths over Kyle. Connor pushing as hard as he can on the back straight from Doug Cloud, trying to make that last second maneuver. Connor putting the pressure down on Cloud here in the last section here, trying to come inside on turn number 12. Not having the momentum to get there. Lamar pouring up in 4th place right behind John Colbert with Steve Marino directly at store, followed by Sid Shear. Hemlick putting up a very valiant fight, doing what he can to come from the back of the pack, graduating from competition racing school just today, right there on the bumper of Doug Cloud, but coming up short, taking the checkered flag in 7th. We have Armin Masson, 2nd place in Spec RX-7. And running up, we have AJ Callahan in the number 19 Miata, followed by Max Blake in the number 92 RX-7.